everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Dolphins going up against the Cowboys. With that, let's go out to AT&T Stadium in Dallas. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Dallas Cowboys. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Now it's the Boise State alum, jaycazzz. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Tannehill now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
To throw is Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker. A great effort there to shed the contact. And it helps them pick up the first. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Here's Ajayi. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. Room here to run. The 20. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Ajayi, 47 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. One man in the backfield, Elliott. He's going to get the football. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. A couple of Dolphins in on the stop. Okay, starting lineup time offensively, Charles, for the Dallas Cowboys.
And how about them at number 4 in the 2016 draft? Big needs on the defensive line, and they go with the running.
They go star power.
They went star power, but Ezekiel Elliott, in a lot of ways, was exactly the right decision. When they had winning success in 2014, they did it running the football. Elliott can do that for them again.
And that linebacker group today could be very key.
As we were preparing for this game, you pointed out to me as we were watching film that the linebackers look like an elite unit. I agree with you totally. They move around, fly to the football, and take it away from offenses.
He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
When I see Cameron Wake make plays like that, I can't help but shake my head sometimes. He had to go to Canada first before he came back to the NFL, where he's now an All-Pro.
Yeah, undrafted out of Penn State, but look at him now.
And just think about all the pass-rushing moves he has, his ability to play against the run. Remember, he was a combo outside linebacker, defensive end. Now he's just simply one of the best in the NFL.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. On second down, here's Tannehill. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jarvis Landry, 28 yards. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. And they're going to go soft on the corners. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, How do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. So the chains are on their sides. It's 1st and goal from the 6. And he gets them a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Ball spotted at the 4. It's 2nd and goal. They run with Ajayi. Then he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jay Ajayi with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
I don't want to downplay the run, but that's exactly what I expected out of him coming out of college. When I look back at my draft analysis, one of the highest-rated players on my board, a 3-down back who could do everything. And one of the best parts of his game is what he does when he doesn't have the football, because he carries it really well, but he blocks equally as well as pass protects for his quarterback. I think he's going to be special.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
Here we go!
Prescott now on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And some room to roam now. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
2nd down to the offense, needing 5 yards. McFadden will be the lone setback. Here's Prescott, eluding the pressure right. Complete to Gavin Escobar, the tight end. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And with that, it's 2-minute warning time here in the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Prescott flushed out right. Going right side, he has Witten. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Let's go!
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Flush to his right. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go!
They'll try again with Elliott. And he will take it Cowboys score. Ezekiel Elliott as the first half is winding down, and the Cowboys cut into that lead.
Yeah, you heard it, right? You heard the exhale, and I'm taking that from their bench because finally, right before the half, they find a way to get the ball in the end zone and get some points on the board. Maybe they can use that to kickstart them for the second half.
Yeah, just to get something before going into the lockers. And now in the second half, they can just tighten.
It's what they want to do, tighten down everything they're doing, and then maybe explode at the right time.
That's fielded in the end zone. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. Now it's Ajayi, and he's got some space here. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Second down, Prescott. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Prescott on first down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He sets to fire deep. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll begin the drive with Ajayi. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back, away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
But, has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Back to throw, Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and it's 4th down.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
They're going to go. It's Tannehill. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Boy, sitting on a 2-score lead at this stage in the game, that punter, he must be pretty lonely over there on the sideline thinking, why in the world was my number not called there?
As far as he's concerned, the check will still cash, right? It is your choice not to use me in this situation. But I also look at it this way. You know, some coaches are more aggressive than others. They just want to take care of the football, have the ball on offense, and go at it that way. So a very interesting call, but he wants to take care of the ball himself.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
For that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And Dez has got it. Dez Bryant for the Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And it's up and good. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a 4th quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects in this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. This is Ajayi. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now it's Tannehill. Stays on his feet. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs. Back now in Arlington. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Tannehill. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, Every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. First down, Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes...
Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now here come the Dolphins. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to face a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Tannehill on third down. It's caught. Cameron, left side. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They come out here in the eye. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Tannehill now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he hits the tight end. It's Deion Sims. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll give it to him right up the gut. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. On 3rd down, here's Williams. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Tannehill. And this is caught. He hits Landry. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And the offense in a great spot. It's 1st and goal from the 3. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game? I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure.